It's Dan from the Mike James Rock Show. I have Mr. Philip Strand of the Normandies with me.
Always a pleasure, man.
He's the vocalizer and all-round lovely human. How are you doing?
I'm doing really, really good. The sun was a bit of a surprise, so I wasn't preparing my voice for that. No, it's all good. Surprise September weather, but we feel really blessed to be here in these times. We're the only Scandinavian band on this entire lineup. I think we met a couple American band. We met up with Mayday Parade last night. Oh, a bit closer?
A bit closer.
I don't have my mic technique on point. We met up a little bit with Mayday Parade and State Champs, and it's been really weird seeing like the people queuing up for the day 2 tests.
Yeah.
It's just the international people basically, and we're a part of that, and it feels very unique to be Swedish on this occasion actually.
That's wicked, because I mean, as you say, you're one of the only guys that have managed to come across. We've spoken to a lot of bands in lockdown, and then we're seeing them getting pulled, so when we didn't see you guys not getting pulled, we're like, that's wicked.
We were on the verge of pulling out, because like Anton got our drummer, he got COVID about a little over a month ago.
Yeah.
And like the new Amber List updates, we were just following that all the time. So they took away the 10-day quarantine rule, and that was when we knew that we could do this.
Amazing.
Otherwise, we would be stuck in the UK for 10 days before doing Slam Dunk, and that would be an economical disaster for us.
Oh, 100%. And you guys have been hard working through the pandemic anyway, man. Like, I keep logging on, and it's, at the moment, the 2 main bands, is kind of funny because I know what's coming later this year. 2 main bands that I'm seeing doing so much out of lockdown is you and Caskets.
Yeah, that's right.
That you're going out on tour with 1,000 Below.
Yeah.
So how was it for you guys? Because obviously you were a touring heavy band going into the pandemic. Did you just roll with the punches as hard as you could to try and keep content coming out, or?
The good thing is that we're touring in the UK most of the time. We're touring in Europe, but we basically never tour in Sweden. So whenever we're home in Sweden, it's usually to write an album.
Yeah.
And we didn't have any real lockdowns in Sweden. No masks on.
Oh my God.
So it's been basically a year of writing that was supposed to be from the get-go, like from the beginning.
Yeah.
So it hasn't really been weird for me, other than that I've become a pure studio rat, and I've had to take into consideration that we need to make sure that the music can slap live as well, and not just be pleasant for the ears in the headphones. And that has been the most struggle, I think, on this entire like writing Dark and Beautiful Secrets, and also the next album that we started writing now. To take into consideration that it also needs to make sure that it needs to be good live, you know?
Yeah,
it needs
100%.
to slap 100% live.
Because I mean,
it's hard.
I was going to say, I mean, how do you replicate that sort of feeling? It's so tough.
You drink a bit of alcohol in the studio, you stand up listening to the songs, and you make sure that you can headbang to them, basically. If you sit down too much writing the songs, then they might be able to, I don't know, resonate too much with a sitting down crowd.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just stand up and see if it's rock worthy.
Fair play. I mean, because you guys, off of our previous interviews, you've told me before that you chuck out all previous album presets, get like clean slate on everything.
Yeah, man. So they're gone now.
I was going to say, so you clean slated.
We're clean slated. We started writing now album number 4. We hope to have a single out this year, actually.
Nice.
Or maybe even early next year. It might be like an extra song for Dark and Beautiful Secrets, or beginning of the next album. We're not entirely sure yet. And I don't even know what it comes down to. We just want to have new music coming out.
100%.
Yeah, so we've started writing that, and it sounds cool. It sounds different from everything that we ever did, and we want to make sure that we can also tap into the Normandie sound as always.
Yeah.
But also keep that new energy going. So it's super fun at this moment.
Well, at the moment, the great thing is one of the Normandie elements that people recognise is your voice.
I'm still in the band. Yeah, that's good.
And you've got such a distinctive vocal style these days.
That's good. Thank you.
Hard won over the last few albums, as we talked about before. Have you found that taking a year off tour duty has helped, hindered? I mean, which way did it go for you? Some people have found giving it a break has really helped their voice, and some people found that not doing it all the time actually didn't help.
I think writing the new album, I think I found my voice to develop more into the studio area of things.
Yeah.
And so the entire album was written for studio first and foremost. And then when we played last night, that was actually the first time we get to feel how it feels on stage to sing it, because you have less breath, you're more exhausted, you're jumping all over the place. So it's not like you're sitting behind a manly mic and just going take and take and take. You got one chance to do it. And fortunately, the songs really went down great live. And Holy Water, for a sense, it was really hard to sing Holy Water in the studio because you're not warmed up really, and you're in that silent place of a studio, and you're trying to belt out high chorus. But doing it live on stage was actually like 10 times easier than in the studio. So some things have been fortunate to be in our favor, and some things like Babylon, for example, is a very low chorus. So if the crowd weren't to sing along, it would maybe be a very like low energy kind of chorus. But the crowd is singing really, really loud, so I can sing the low chorus and still have that energy. Do you know?
Because I mean, I've always thought that you're a bit more sort of screamy and raw live. Because it's the energy. It's lovely to hear that you've written something that sort of had that in mind, because you almost get into the point of just remembering what it was like to be live. It's wicked to hear that it's actually worked out. I didn't realise it was literally this close, that only yesterday was the first time that you've managed to play.
It's the first actual live show that we do. We did a couple live stream thingies and some live sessions, but that's also with like in-ears in a safe place without a full-on blasting PA and subs on the stage.
Definitely watch those, by the way.
The subs yesterday were loud as fuck, but so it just feels good that the songs can go down live, and some of the songs on the next tour that's actually almost all sold out, so we can't really promote. It's only Glasgow 10 tickets or something, and I think Bristol has maybe 30 tickets left.
Well,
I was about to plug that, but it's sold out. But one of the things that we're doing on that tour is we're playing 2 different set lists.
Nice.
So we're doing one moshier set list
Bristol,
with
please.
old cuts like Fight and stuff like that, and then we're doing a more anthemic set list, with like Mission Control, Bury Me Alive, more sing-along-y, and we're just basically gonna flip the cards and see whatever happens on that night, I think.
Unless I can request for Bristol getting the mosh heavy one, because I've always been into the heavier
So far,
sound.
Bristol and Leeds, Southampton has been asking for the heavier one. So we'll see if we can take that into consideration. But probably.
Are you thinking of maybe seeing if you can get on with Caskets and do a bit of guest vocaling, because your vocal styles are so...
That could work. I wrote like 6 choruses on the new Casket album.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I did close work with them on that album. Not writing entirely. I'm not gonna throw them off the bus here and say I wrote the album. It's more like we did a good collaboration on that album, and I love the album so much, and I feel grateful to be a part of it because I love them so much.
Nice.
And to see them blowing up in the UK and being nominated for Breakthrough Band and stuff like that is amazing.
Because it's a festival, I am going to have to wrap up, because otherwise I won't talk to you for too long. But when you come to Bristol, we can connect up again, have another chat, and I'll probably just carry on wittering about how much I love your band. So.
Let's make sure that Bristol also sells out. Buy tickets now.
Buy tickets. Nice one, dude.
Welcome to the My James Rock Show.